Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie Marie. I haven't posted in a while, but today we are going to be talking about the Dyson AirWrap. So just a little bit of background about my hair in particular, just so you guys have like a reference point. My hair has been relaxed. I do relaxers pretty regularly, and I also am semi-heat trained, I would say. What I mean by heat trained is I do apply heat to my hair, whether it's a blow dryer or straightener. Not too often, but I do it enough where my hair kind of is used to it. So that's what heat trained means. And that'll come into play later because I will show you guys my hair, which is relaxed and heat trained, versus my sister's hair, which is just, she's been wearing it curly for a hot minute now. But yeah, so that's pretty much my hair. So I used to use the Revlon blow dryer brush, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with, and that works amazing as well. Like, that was already a game changer. It blow dried my hair a lot faster than just using a normal blow dryer and like a brush. The only thing about it is it obviously only has 2 temperature settings. So for a while I would just use the hot setting and blow dry my hair normally. It would come out really nice. But after a while I started noticing that my ends were shedding like a lot. And I don't want to put all that blame on the brush because my ends, again, I have relaxers in my hair. I know it's not the best for it. And my ends were already a little damaged even before I started using the brush. So I still really like the brush. My mom uses it. I actually gifted it to my boyfriend's mom because especially if your hair isn't relaxed or your hair is a little bit smoother of a texture to begin with, I think the brush works fine. So once I noticed that my hair was kind of breaking at the end, I tried using the Revlon brush on the cool setting. And obviously when you're blow drying your hair on cool, it's gonna take a lot longer to dry. And when I used the cool setting, it didn't shed as much, which was awesome. And I highly recommend if you have super curly hair and it's easier to break, or if you have chemically treated hair and it's easier to break, try the cool setting on the Revlon brush if you have it. And it should really help a lot if you're struggling with that and that's why you don't like the Revlon. But I think the Revlon's great. But obviously I did purchase the Dyson, and that is because when I noticed that when I used the cooler setting, my hair was breaking less, I was like, maybe I should give the Dyson a whirl because I know that they don't get as hot as like the Revlon tools. It just has a bunch of different settings you can play with, and it dries faster. So the price of this, I'll put up on the screen. It's close to $600, which sounds crazy, but honestly, 2 sessions at a hair salon kind of comes out to the cost of this, which will in the long run save your hair if you do have problem with breakage, or you don't want to apply so much heat to your hair. And if you have the money to spare, might as well. So with that being said, you can kind of tell I clearly do like the Dyson. So there's different attachments, but the first time I used it, I used this attachment, which is the brush. It's the one that's like with the more firm bristles. There's another one. There is also this brush that has like the softer bristles, but obviously for curly hair, you kind of want as much tension while you're blow drying as possible. So I used this one, and the results were amazing. Honestly, they were very similar to the Revlon brush, but again, it just used less heat and maybe dried like, you know, a couple seconds faster, but throughout your whole hair, obviously that time adds up. So it did dry faster and, you know, gave me similar results, which was awesome. And then the next one I started really liking once I tried it, which is this brush, which is more of like the bristle, a little bit more similar to the Revlon brush. This one also gives you really good results. I think it does a lot better job of smoothing your hair and really getting, especially the ends. My ends are pretty dry and I don't want to say dead. I'm trying to revive them, but they're rough. So this helps a lot because there's a lot more tension with it and it kind of smooths your ends a lot better than this would. So the Dyson comes with like a case, which is really nice, and all the attachments. I have the 4 curling attachments and then the 2 brushes like these, and then that 1 bristle brush, along with this just like air drying attachment that just blows out air. So as far as these go, these are like the main, I guess, one. When you think of AirWrap, you kind of think of the curls, I guess, or the curling attachments. These ones do not really work for my hair type because if my hair's soaking wet and I try using this, there's no tension. It's gonna dry in a curl, but my curls will still be within that curl, if that makes sense. It's gonna dry frizzy and it wouldn't work for my hair type. However, when my hair is dry, I actually tried it today where I was like, let me see if I can refreshen my curls with this. It will give you a curl, but personally for me, it does not hold very well. It might if I added like a ton of hairspray, but I like my hair to last me a week. And if I start adding a ton of hairspray and stuff, it's gonna need to be washed sooner than that. So personally, I don't really find the need for these. So as I said, I did use the Dyson on my hair, and I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like. This is just the Dyson. I sometimes like to use the Dyson, and then I have a straightening brush, and it's like an iron straightening brush, not like another blow dryer brush. And it's like amazing because the Dyson gets it so straight that I really can like literally just brush through my hair just like this with the straightening brush, and it will get my hair straight. And you can tell there's a difference because before, when I used to use my like normal blow dryer, you would have to split your hair in sections because it'd be so puffy that like there was no way that straightening brush was gonna get your hair straight. But because I'm like almost there, I can just get away with straightening it really fast. My biggest issue is, like I said a million times, is my ends, and that's not the Dyson's fault. My ends are just dead, so it's not gonna get straightened unless I use an actual straightener. Like this is what you're working with. Obviously it's not pin straight, my hair can get straighter than this, but it's pretty darn good, especially compared to just a normal blow dryer. Like it's good, and my ends have not shed. It doesn't shed nearly as much as before, and my hair feels healthier. Even when I wash my hair and I want it to be curly, or I'm washing it and I can, you know, feel my curly hair, it just looks and feels so much healthier. So now let's get into why you might not want to buy the Dyson. Cutting to the chase, I love the Dyson, it's amazing. Obviously the price tag's pretty hefty, and if you can just get away with using the Revlon, then why not? If it's not really like hurting your hair, keep using it. But the other reason I would not buy the Dyson is because it might not work for your hair type. I feel like I just pushed the boundary with my curly hair. My hair's pretty curly, but because I do have relaxers and things that help my hair be straight, I was able to, you know, use the Dyson, and it worked for me. However, while filming this video, I actually wanted to try it on my sister who's home from college, and she hadn't used the Dyson, and I wanted to show her like how awesome it worked and how great it is. And when we were doing her hair, it really didn't work for her. It got her hair way smoother than what it was, but the ends were very frizzy, and that is because her ends are damaged. They do need to be cut, because even after we went over it with a straightener, it was still pretty like bad, honestly. It's my sister, I can say that, but her ends were pretty damaged, so it didn't help the Dyson at all. So for her, the Dyson didn't really work the best. So hopefully this video will help you to decide if you want a Dyson or not. And again, definitely give the Revlon a try. Just because it's not the name brand and it's not expensive doesn't mean it's not good. So hopefully this video helped you guys. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave any questions down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.